So it looks like I may have completely ruined the Invisigal storyline for my playthrough. I screwed up a few things. I think I actually had this video planned when I finished the game, and one of the things that I was thinking about was how disappointed I was in the Invisigal storyline. I was disappointed in the way it was handled. I was disappointed that no matter what choices I made, for some reason, my Invisigal still went the villainy route when I thought I was nothing but helpful to her. And it didn't click in my head for some reason. I'm playing an episodic game with choices. Of course, other choices are going to lead to a different outcome or to people getting different experiences. I mean, I've played The Wolf Among Us, I've played the Batman Telltale series, I've played the Walking Dead series, and my choices have affected what happens at the end. You know, playing like The Witcher, for example, and me, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, I got the best ending possible. I was with Yennefer, Ciri survived. I was so happy. And so I'm kind of used to getting like the good endings for the most part. And I felt that my ending in Dispatch was good, but it wasn't a 10 out of 10 because I let Invisigal down, or Invisigal. She ended up being a villain. And then it wasn't until you guys started commenting saying, no, my Invisigal chose to be a hero. She took a bullet for me. She was my friend, and I was still able to be with Mandy, and we still got the good ending. And so I started thinking, well, what did I do wrong? Some of you guys started telling me, well, you must have not defended her. You must have not untied her. You must have not taken her side when Roy got her. And I'm like, I did. I said, I told Roy to put her down. When it said trust her or don't trust her and untie her, I clicked untie her and I went to find the scissors, and then the villain came. So I was never able to actually untie her, but I chose the option to untie her. When the team wanted to cut her, I had a very strong dilemma there. I paused the game and I thought, I did cut Sonar. The team wants me to cut her, and I think I should cut her. That's probably the right thing to do, but I know Invisigal. I've known her from the beginning. We've conversated. We've had these interactions together where I know she wants to do better, and she feels like everybody has kind of disappointed her. So it was a really tough decision, but I decided to keep her and fight for her. I defended her, even though it brought down the morale of the team. And then everything is going good. We fight against Shroud and his villains, and Invisigal is there helping us. She's actively helping Z-Team, actively helping Mecha Man and Robert. And so I thought to myself, okay, this is good. And it wasn't until the final scene with Shroud where she kills Shroud in front of me and she gives me the Astral Pulse, and then I get this here that we talked about last time. And it said that my Invisigal chose villainy. And I was pissed off because I'm like, I made all the right choices. I was nice to her. I defended her. I was caring towards her. All I didn't do was I didn't want to have, sex with her. I didn't want to fuck. I didn't want to be with her in that way. I wanted to be with Mandy. So I started thinking to myself, does this game, no matter what I decide to do, still makes her a villain if I don't choose her or sleep with her? And I didn't like that. But again, it was my wrongdoing. I did something wrong that got me that ending. Some people also told me, well, why don't you like replay some stuff? Or somebody even asked if I would do a storyline that focused only on Invisigal and choosing her. And I usually reject that when it comes to these story-driven games, these choices, because I play the game in one way. Like the first time that I experienced it, that's the way that I experienced the game, and that's my ending, that's my choices. There's nothing I can do about it. Like my mind works like I'm locked in on that for the most part. So I thought about maybe going back and trying to fix it or trying to change some things. But really the main thing, I guess, was what was it that I did that caused her to choose to be a villain instead of be a hero? And I think I got the answer. Now, some of you guys commented some stuff. I screenshotted it, and somebody said that it might have been because when I get the choice to tell the news who the hero was at the dock, you have to choose whether you say Chase or whether you say Invisigal. Now, that was a decision that I thought was hard to make, but I didn't think it was going to have that much of a big, grand effect on the overall storyline. I ended up choosing Chase. I thought because Chase risked his life. Chase knowingly was going to die, and he went and he saved Invisigal. And I thought Chase deserved that hero's return because at the beginning of the game, he talks about how he's not a hero anymore. Nobody really knows. Speedster kind of disappeared from the map, and he was part of the Brave Brigade back in the day. So he was probably a well-known hero, but he kind of disappeared to the public eye. And so to say Chase risked his life or Chase gave his life to save people and being a hero, that was beautiful. That was something that I thought was really powerful. And I thought to myself, okay, he saved Invisigal's life. I can do this. I'll go with Chase. So I chose Chase. But it didn't mean that I thought Invisigal was responsible or Invisigal was a villain. Like I said, this whole playthrough, I tried to be the nicest I could be to Invisigal. I was trying to be there for her, trying to help her, support her, defend her, bring her up in a very respectful and friendly way for the most part. And so I thought that scene in particular was just about bringing up Chase, and I thought, well, that's fine. But now I'm thinking, if I would have said, let's go with Invisigal and tell the world that Invisigal was the hero, she might have not felt neglected. She might have been like, okay, this is nice. Now I'm going to be the hero. So really, maybe if anyone else chose Chase and still got the ending where she's a hero, then I guess this is bullshit. You know, it's just, I'm just ranting for ranting's purposes. Or somebody else said that it might be a combination of choices. You might have said Chase, but you did this or that. I don't know. But I actually think in my case, just to me, I think it's because I chose Chase to get the recognition and not Invisigal. But again, I didn't do it for any sinister reason. I just thought it made sense. I thought it was the best or better choice time. But I was very disappointed when I got that villainy screen for Invisigal, just because I don't know. I thought we had done the right choice. I thought we did the right things, and I wanted her to be a part of the Z team. So this opens up the door for a lot of different things in season 2. Now, season 2, I think personally, and we'll talk about this in a separate video more, but I think it's gonna happen. The actors behind the game have said they want a season 2. The directors and creators behind the game are talking about a season 2. So I think eventually it will be confirmed just because of the mega hit that Dispatch has been. But the question will now be, how do you tackle season 2? What happens? It's going to be very difficult, I think, because you have a lot of different choices and outcomes. And so what if I got the villain ending? So how are we going to start season 2? Is she going to be part of Z team and be good? Or is she going to be a villain and we're going to try to go stop her? Like, so many different routes and ways that this story can go. That's what makes it interesting. But I just wanted to talk about this because I was very disappointed and I kind of wanted to get to the bottom of this. But overall, I love the game. I love the game tremendously, and everything that happened, I'm happy with, even though we got this ending. Let me know what you guys got, what ending you got, what ending you thought was the best. I'd love to hear about that down in the comments.